sorry I've been kind of out of sight for a little bit today. I had to go down to Austin and pick up some things and everything. Uh, Going to Austin during morning traffic is a little like going to hell, but you can get out if you keep driving north long enough. Chappie put up an article with the butcher shop today on racism, which I'm going to touch on and let everybody know my thoughts and everything. I love to get into racism because it's just so dang stupid, all right? And that's really basically what we have here is stupidity. Everything these days is a race card, no matter what. The millennials do not understand what racism is. Older people do. The Z generation can't spell it, so we don't worry about that. But the main thing is people like Occasional Cortez and that Arab chick from Somalia. They don't know what real racism is. I know what racism is. I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, and lived there until 1962, and so I've seen real racism. Okay, but the people like Al Sharpton and people like Jesse Jackson and that idiot over there in Baltimore, they don't know what, they don't have anything else to say, so they play the race card. They play the race card. I seen a joke yesterday said the Mexican man said, "I'm proud to be a Mexican." The Asian man said, "I'm proud to be an Asian." The racist said, "I'm proud to be white." Okay, and that's the world we live in. Now, that's the world we live in. If you're this color, you're a racist, okay? But that's not the way it is. And the racism card doesn't work. According to Chappie's article, it's working less and less as time goes along. Because it's just like, taking an antibiotic too much or drinking too much whiskey every day. After a while, neither one of them seem to work as good as they used to, okay? And the rules on racism, like the very title, and I did this on purpose, the title of this video, it had the word "you people" in it, okay? Well, those people are going to be mad because I put "you people" in it. But is that really racism? Is that really racism? What is racism, okay? Back in the days of the caveman, okay, you lived on one side of the mountain and there was people on the other side of the mountain. And they didn't look exactly like you and they didn't talk like you and they smelled funny, okay? But you knew in your heart that if you went over on the other side of the mountain by yourself, they would probably eat you. So we have this ingrained protective part of our brain that says if somebody looks different from you, you need to watch them a little closer till you understand what they're really all about. Okay, so that is racism. You recognize another race and you say, hey, I might need to watch this cat just a little while. He might eat me, okay? No, the modern world, we don't need to think like that and we know it. But see, that's just part of the brain right here, the frontal cortex. That's the reasoning part, okay? This part of the brain back here, that snake I keep telling you about, that's the thing that keeps you breathing, keeps your heart beating, and makes sure you don't get ate by the people on the other side of the mountain. Okay? And one day in the sweet by and by, we'll all be the same, and we'll all be past all these things. It might take another couple million years to program that out, but it's there. But what the Democrats are doing is they draw up this, and even the great prophet Ben Shapiro said that when somebody plays a race card on you and everything, that's the end of your career. It's over. Once you've been labeled as a racist, boy, that's it. No more. That don't even try to run for dog catcher because there's black dogs in that dog pound and they just can know you picked them up because they're black. Okay? But that's not the way it needs to be. Okay? Now, the second thing I want to address, well, I'm going to defend Occasional Cortez. Moscow Mitch, let me tag on. There you go. Moscow Mitch has, I think I read in an article when I got back from Austin, and by the way, it's hot in Texas. And it's not global warming, it's just hot. Summer and I were driving around with the top down, it's 100 degrees, okay? Anyway, Moscow Mitch, I don't want y'all to miss that name. He has, according to Ms. Cortez, 6 times he has stopped things being put forward by the Democrats to protect the legitimacy of our elections, which boils down to paper ballots. I can't understand these agendas that are attached to this. What, Mitch? Paper ballots so the doggone commies can't get in here and change our elections? What are you afraid of, Mitch? That the Democrats might win an election legally? Okay? What are you afraid of? What is anybody afraid of when we can make our elections more honest? What's wrong with that picture? And I'm a card-carrying Republican, and I believe in it. Who's the top runner Democrat right now? I don't know. I can't even think. I'll say Beto because he's a Texan, so I'm gonna say he's the top runner. All right, those other two Yankees up there, I'm not even interested in them. But let's just say Beto is, and let's say Beto runs for president against Donald Trump, and let's just say he wins. Now, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not going to go around trying to impeach. If he wins, Biden. Thank you, Sharon. I had a mental block on him. Everything. Biden, you don't matter. Hey, racism, okay? That's a joke, okay, for those of you that are trying to go for that. Anyway, let's say Beto wins. That'll mean he's the president. And I will support the president. Just like you Democrats need to support our president that we have duly elected. If you don't like him, try to get him voted out. If you do like him, then listen to what he has to say. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. It's simple, okay? Don't let this racism thing, I can't hammer that nail enough. Because it's so stupid. Now, I do have a bit of wisdom. I came up with something today. I put it in a meme. And yes, Doc, I misspelled the word "to." Autocorrect, it was T-O instead of T-O-O. I'm already aware. I'm leaving it in there to see if anybody catches it. But anyway, I had a picture of Sam Houston that says, secession is real easy. We'll just get them Americans fighting among themselves, and while they ain't looking, we'll just slip out the back door. And they're too politically correct to even admit they noticed. Power to the state of Texas.
I'm going to take a guess on how many times you're going to get shot.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.